Hello guys, what's up? It's Andrew Pierre here. In this tutorial we'll be making a new Kanye West type beat. In this tutorial we'll be covering the techniques and styles that Kanye West uses on his track Waves from the Life of Pablo. Now predominantly we'll need a choir and then a synthesized bass, maybe an 808 kick, and a couple percussions. And that will predominantly be it. Now first let's go ahead and change our BPM to 105. I don't know if that's the exact track's BPM waves, but it's probably around that range. Before we forget, we're gonna go ahead and add Nexus. We're gonna go down to expansion bass. We're gonna scroll down to bass pad. We're gonna name this chorus bass. This is a bass that kind of comes in at the chorus. Now we're gonna go ahead and add contact 5. We're gonna go into choir. In the contact factory library, we're gonna go to choir, vowel morphs, and then choir morphs AEIOU. So let that load in. So we're gonna name this choir. We're gonna insert new. We're gonna go to Nexus. We're gonna scroll down. Alright, so I figured it out. We're gonna go into the expansion dance orchestra classical choir 1. We're gonna name this Nexus choir. We're gonna make this a little bit quieter. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go add the drums. Now the drums, we are using the drum kits that are provided on our website beta-at.com for purchase, or you guys could go and help support us at Patreon. The link is in the description, and all those that support and pay a certain amount of monthly fees, they get bonus content, bonus tutorials, one-on-one contact, as well as free drum kits and much more. So I suggest you guys check that out. But we're gonna go into the TLOP kit and we're gonna go kick bass. Add a percussion block. Add the snare rack. We're gonna go up to real hi-hat. We might change that to the other one. Not too sure yet. We're gonna go to AT Sync at 1. We're gonna use this 808. But it's not gonna be real loud. And then there's this Future Trap Kit free. It's a free sound kit that we got available on our website. So we're gonna first add in all of the snares and such. We're gonna add another hi-hat just because. So all the snares go on the same ones right here. Now let's do the kick. We're gonna do 110. Alright, so this is kind of like a basic way we could do it. Now, we're going to go ahead and add these hi-hats. In one of the hi-hats, we're going to add these roll-ups, and then the other one is just going to say consistent. We're gonna pull these in the mixer. We're gonna just put them right here. Gonna lower them. Make this one go left and this one go right. So the one that's coming up, we're gonna make it go right. This is just a little different stereo effects to kind of differentiate the sounds, to make it a little bit more complex. Kanye West, as you guys probably know, does a whole bunch of complex, not really complex stuff, but stuff you wouldn't normally hear. Now we're going to go in this one that we had to roll up. We're going to do a little roll. Actually, no, what we're going to do is do this. So it's kind of creating that bounce, and it's kind of like making a little contrast almost. So we're going to do a little EQing. So, and we're also going to toss a little distortion. Now we're going to pull that mix so it doesn't mix all the way in. Now we're going to go EQ the other hi-hat. Gonna do a little. Alright, so we're gonna delete that one. That was just a sampler. Gonna save it. So we kind of got the basis of the drum pattern. We won't be adding any of the voxes or vocal effects. All of his vocal effects were pretty much just a scream, then with a distortion, and then pan to the left or right. We might, I don't want to make any promises on what we'll do, but alright, so we're going to go to the choir that we got over here. Go to piano. I believe we could do. We're going to go back to A sharp. We're going to go to C. Excuse me. We're going to put these both in here. Pull this Nexus one all the way down. We're going to do some. We're going to do some things to the Nexus one. We're going to take out that reverb that they got. We're going to put in our own. And cut all that. Separate it. Now on 6, we're going to actually put this thing. Gross beat, we're going to do a saw gate. And what this is going to do is create a saw pattern in the volume. So it's going to kind of. So this is actually the effect, or a very similar effect, that Kanye has on his choir. Now we're going to do a little EQ on the other choir that we got. This is the contact choir. We're opening up back in the Nexus choir. We're gonna pull down some of this, some of these notes. We're gonna put it down another octave for like a bass to kind of thicken it all up. Alright, so now we're still in this choir. We're gonna put a little stereo. We're gonna do a little bit more in the center, and we're gonna go back to the 6-1 slot 6. We're gonna put in the saw gate. We're gonna pull it. So it doesn't go all the way in or all the way over the top. Because it kind of like, if you had it all the way, it just kind of distorts it and chops it up a little too much, more than what I would like. So this is a percussion block. So we're gonna go to this percussion, and all I did was pull down another note to a lower pitch to kind of thicken it. We're gonna do a little EQ. Now we're gonna put a little reverb. Cut out some of that low end. So now we're going to do a little EQ on this kick that we just tracked over this kick. Alright, we're going to start actually putting this in the playlist. We're just gonna get the general done so we can go ahead and continue and make this a little bit more complex. Hopefully that makes sense. I just want to have everything laid out so we can change it as needed. Okay, so this will be the chorus, and then this will be the intro. So I'm gonna do Alt-T, chorus, Alt-T, intro, and these are just tags or little markers, and we're just putting some of these hi-hats and such, and we're gonna put all the snares. Alright, so we're going to go up and we're going to copy this kick. We're going to create the 808 now. Now the 808 we're going to put in, we're going to do Control A and Control L. We're going to drag this one out. Control A and put this down at A4 if you're using our kick. If you guys aren't using the AT sound kit, then you guys will have to tune your kit to your 808 to the right key. So I'm going to put in our 808s right here. We're going to go ahead and track it. We're going to pull down that attack so when we hit the note, it hits on immediately, and when we release it, let's go. We're gonna have another now on this 808, we're gonna actually add a little distortion, but we're gonna pull that mix down. We're gonna pull that post and that threshold. Now for this one, we're gonna differentiate this one, so it's gonna change up, and we're gonna put just an ending 808 at a higher range. So now, since we're in the chorus right here, we're gonna double this up, and we're gonna put in our chorus bass. So kind of gonna be the bass line of the chorus, which is gonna be a little melodic. So I guess we're gonna have to, the best way for me to figure this out is if we just work in the chorus. So we're gonna pull this part up. Alright, so we're going to pull back. We're going to go back and we're going to cut that. Go in here, paste it. Now, we're going to tune this little one, this guy down. We're going to get rid of that bass line. Basser. Actually get rid of that. I don't want that. We're gonna do a little bit of chorus effect so it kind of doesn't sound over the top bassy, and it has a little bit more of, yes, flavor to it. And we're gonna add a, what are we gonna want to add? Where was it? Blood overdrive. we're gonna look through and look for some. So we got a little bit. Now, to change this up so it's not completely the same, we'll take out the 808 part. We're gonna take out these. Take out the percussion. And then we're gonna pull this one over. And we're gonna put verse 2. So I guess to change up, we're gonna do a little EQing. We're gonna do a little. Okay, I remember what the chorus is. We're gonna take out all these. We're gonna take out pretty much everything, the kick, the hi-hat. And we're gonna add actually a separate bass line that's gonna kind of be like the kick, but I mean kind of like the 808, but it's gonna be more like a patty bass. So we're gonna pull up another Nexus. We're gonna go down to the expansion bass. So for the bass pad, we just actually use bass pad. So we're gonna track that. We're actually gonna replace that with a blood over. A little reverb. And pull it back down. So now we're gonna put that in here. Bass pad chorus. So this is kind of a very rough way of getting it, and we could probably pull up a little. Hopefully this is a good. Yeah, so I just knocked it back up one octave higher. So we're gonna give this one a listen to. Hopefully you guys learned something, kind of gained something on how Kanye would do this. Obviously, I'm not at Kanye. No one, I don't think, that would teach you this is at Kanye's level at production, and him using real live synths will create a whole lot different quality. And also, I would advise not using Nexus stuff, or when doing Kanye stuff, I would try to shoot for using more of like Serum and a couple other high quality, more realistic synths. That's where you could get more real Kanye. But if you guys want to just follow along quickly and see how it's kind of done, and the main key things that we need to focus on were the growth speed for the choir, which really is super easy. All you do is a saw gate the volume on the choir to get that effect, and like do a saw shape pattern. That's all it really is. So you guys can do it without growth speed. You guys just need to know how to automate the volume and create a saw pattern. So yeah, we're gonna give this one a whole listen to. We don't have the distorted Vox, but for the most part, this kind of follows the Kanye West, The Life of Pablo Waves song. So I'm gonna play one whole